done, and I noticed for one, it said that it was another county, but it said that IRS did not receive their payment, and it was a small amount, but that would be applicable in this case too. But this, if what Elaine and Ms. Gagliano are saying would be that we didn't pay.
Of a bird's eye summary of this. Like, I don't have a point of reference. I've never really delved into an audit before. I just need, you know, is this expected sometimes? Do you come up on this often? Is this, you know, how often do you come up? I would relation, and I think I'm really struggling with this as far as like accountability. You know, I feel like as a board member, I have a responsibility. The accountability of this is what just eats me up, because this is what goes through my mind. Consequences. But I also struggle with the fact that I have lost confidence in Dr. Marzak's truth-telling. And so, like, he's saying that
you had to insert things, I mean, you had to input things in one system, finance had to input things in another system, somebody else. There were like 5 different files that had to be updated. The question I have now is, now that we have Skyward, which was supposed to be the end-all be-all, are sick days correct between what you mentioned in eSchool and what you mentioned in Skyward?
Sick days are not in Skyward. We
Okay.
don't use the time-off system in Skyward.
Now?
The time-off? I'm assuming, I mean, you would know more.
We used it in Oak Ridge, and the employees could go in and request their time off in there. It was approved by their
Are
supervisor.
we currently paying for that and just not using it?
I don't, when we first implemented Skyward, that was a question for Ms. Perkins, and she at that time did not want to.
Guys, at
Start
some point,
using
y'all are
that.
going to have to not pin it
Right.
on the
No,
person
I'm
that
just-
was
I'm
here
just-
before.
But I'm just trying to tell you the history
Right.
of why we're not using it. That was a question for, you know, her, and she at that time didn't feel like that needed to be implemented, and a lot of it had to do.
So Dr. Marzak is the chief person. Is that something that you're in favor of being implemented? And if so, what's your timeline for getting that implemented?
When I was in Oak Ridge, it worked really well. It was easy to implement. That's something that HR and Finance and I will talk about, and we'll determine when.
Get money back. I know that I talked to somebody who said that they came to central office at least 3 times to try to return the money or say, quit paying me, and it continued. And it didn't stop until actually her husband went down the 4th time and did not leave until it was addressed.
And take care of it.
Most of the time.
Or anything like that, but if not, we will try to press through these. And I know we've had a lot of questions for staff and whatnot. I'm going to ask that we to their time, and I apologize that we're already about 2 hours into this. So the next one is 2017-0. Okay, thank you. Ms. Powers.
I often look at things through a bird's eye view, but I kind of went through and just as things were.
Anything further on that particular finding? Finding 2017-008, any disappear, and that's what happened in this particular instance, disappearing at this time. Can you answer that, Dr. Marzak? I want to say thank you to the staff for the time that y'all did put in to the recommendations, to the responses and whatnot. I know that to go through and answer this and then also to sit through this tonight was probably anything else. Thank you.